You missed the part about the gravedigger. It was Dwayne Luther. The light changed. Clyde didn't move. He sat staring at Joe. Dwayne Luther? Dwayne beat up Morita? Tried to bury her alive? My God, Joe. Well, the guy is mean as hell. He half-killed his own father. I hope Max doesn't let the hospital discharge the grandfather to Thelma. No telling what more those boys would do to him. Car horns started to honk, and Clyde moved on. At least Nevin's locked up in a prison hospital, Joe said. Thelma didn't seem so broken up over her husband being injured so bad and arraigned for murder and attempted murders. Mindy didn't seem very upset either. Maybe he'll end his days right there in prison. Clyde turned into their driveway beside Ryan's truck. They could smell the lasagna, a breath from heaven. He said, Thelma told Zeb's doctor she's taking him to her place, that she's going to take care of him, not take him back to that dirty farm, as she put it. She takes him back to that apartment, Varney will be all over him. Joe scratched his ear and turned to hop out of the Jaguar. She won't. She'll find out differently when Max gets hold of her. He's not letting Zeb stay there. Even with Nevin gone, Varney has a long record. All small arrests, but enough that I don't trust him. Enough he should be off the streets. And Thelma herself is ripe for accessory to murder, the tomcat said, leaping out of the car between Clyde's feet and racing for his cat door. Accessory? Clyde said, opening the front door and wiping his feet on the mat. If it was her car that Nevin used. He looked down at Joe, shrugged, and headed for the kitchen. He kissed Ryan, her dark, bouncy hair freshly brushed, her flowered apron tied prettily over her black work jeans, which were streaked with caulking, and a clean blue denim shirt. Her bare feet were snug in bunny slippers. Her boots stood on the front porch. Joe leaped to the table, onto his placemat, and sat eyeing her impatiently. Dwayne Luther, Clyde told her. It was Dwayne Luther who tried to do in Morita, and who dug the grave. Oh, my God, Ryan said, sitting down. Is there a warrant? Clyde nodded. So far, 5 stops, heading east. All the wrong guy. 2 of the officers swore he looked exactly like Dwayne's picture, but his driver's license, name, everything was different, so they let him go, and those could all be fake. What about prints? On Morita, on her throat? He was wearing gloves. Joe said, poor Mindy. Her dad in county prison hospital, her grandfather beaten up and mad as hell. And a warrant out on her Uncle Dwayne. Varney's at home. Maybe he'll take pity and decide to be a good uncle. Ryan and Clyde looked at him as if he'd lost his reason. Joe said, so far, is Mindy all right? From what I've seen of her today, Ryan said, pouring olive oil on the salad. I don't think she wastes much love on that family, except for her grandpa. She looked up at Clyde. She wants Zeb to come stay with us. She says she can take care of him here. I told her it's too close. But she knows that, right across the street. Thelma would be all over her, telling her what to do, unless Thelma goes to jail as an accessory to John Jarrell's murder. It was her car that Nevin used to kill him. I talked with Charlie about Mindy and Zeb staying there. She said she'd talk with Max. Clyde raised an eyebrow. Wouldn't that make Max look bad? His protecting a witness at his home? He'd be under guard for his safety. Mindy under police protection to get her out of that family. That's just good law enforcement. Clyde didn't look convinced. She lifted a hand, smeared lasagna sauce smartly on his cheek, and turned away before he could smear it back. The Harpers have the Luthers' 2 horses at their place, so why not the child and the old man? Max can't afford any more men on guard duty 24/7. And a child living with the chief? No department in the country could operate under such casual rules, except maybe Max Harper's shop.